Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to learn how to sketch parabola. So let's have a look at this question. So we have the question saying we should sketch this parabola. So the parabola over here is x squared equal to 12y. So in this case, you need to know the type of orientation that was used to derive this particular parabola. So by comparing, it's so easy to read the kind of standard equation concerning parabola. At this point, we have the variable y, so it means the axis of the parabola is on the y-axis. But you ask yourself, so which position on the y-axis, is it positive or negative? The coefficient will determine that for you, and the coefficient is positive, and that tells you that the axis of the parabola is at the positive side of the y-axis. So which means the parabola is sloping to the positive side of the y-axis. So by this, we need to know what is the focus of the parabola before we can sketch this parabola. So we need to compare this. So by comparing this to the standard equation of parabola, that is x squared equal to 4py. Bear in mind that this p is not always p as we think it should be like that. In most of the mathematics textbooks, we have this p to be a, or any variable apart from xy that you can use to replace this p is valid. So I decide to use p as my variable. Alright, so by comparing, you can see that at the left hand side we have x squared, and they will cancel out. And at the right hand side, you see we have variable y, they also cancel out. Then we compare the coefficients and find the value of p. So 4p will be compared to 12, then we find p. And this, we are going to divide both sides by the coefficients of p, and our p will be positive 3. So if p is positive 3, then let's find the focus. So at this time, you know it's sloping to the positive side of the y-axis. So our focus is going to be 0p. And with this form, the point will be 0, positive 3. And you know the directrix is going to be y equal, if the focus is positive, the directrix will be negative, and it's at the point of y, so y equal to negative 3. So we are going to use this information to sketch our parabola. But whenever you are sketching a parabola and you're able to find p, you have to continue and find 2p. So our 2p is equal to the double of this answer, and that will give you 6. We will use it to complete the sketch. So we draw our Cartesian plane, and our focus is 0, 3. Before that, let's number our axes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our x and this is our y. We need these numbers to represent our coordinate properly on the Cartesian plane. So we locate the point 0, 3 on the y-axis, and this is the point. And the point gives you the name focus. So our focus is 0, 3. Don't go straight to the point to draw your parabola. No, we need to sketch or locate where the 2p will be located. And what is 2p? So if we're able to locate the focus to be on this point, then the double of the p, or the 2p that we're talking about, is the corresponding axis that we have in our Cartesian plane. So if this is the axis of the parabola, then the corresponding axis that we are now using is the x-axis, and the 2p fall on that particular axis. So we have 2p counting the double of the p to both sides of the corresponding axis. So it was 3 here, but when we double it, we are going to have 6. And this 6 will be traced at this point, and this one, we're also going to have the same thing here. And with these 3 points we have, this is to complete a box on the Cartesian plane. So you complete this by drawing a box. Now we are going to draw our parabola, and the effectiveness of this box is telling you where the parabola will pass. So the vertex of this box are the place where the parabola is going to pass. So we are going to draw, and it is at the point of origin 0. So the parabola will pass through the origin 0, and this will be the sketch of this parabola. So this will be the parabola. So the box is very important. That tells you where the parabola will pass through. And don't forget your directrix. So the directrix was y equals negative 3. So we have the directrix over here, the negative values over here, and we have the directrix. Don't forget to label your parabola. It is of this equation x squared equal to 12y. So I'm going to say that this sketch here comes from the equation x squared equal to 12y. And the equation of the directrix is also y equal to negative 3. And our focus will also be 0, 3. Let's give you the complete sketch of the parabola. It's not difficult at all. Let's look at the final example. We should sketch this parabola. So y squared equal to negative 16x. What you need to do is to find your p. So by comparing, you need to know the standard equation that you're going to use to compare to this particular parabola. Now, it is open to the positive, is open to the x-axis, and is the negative side of the x-axis. So this can be compared with this equation, y squared equal to negative 4px. And you need to find what is p. So negative 4p equal to negative 16. And we divide both sides by negative 4, and p is going to be, that is positive 4. So what is 2p? So 2p is equal to 4. Our 2p is equal to the double of the 4, that is 8. Alright, now we need to know the focus and the directrix. But before that, let's do the sketch. So we put this into sketch. Let's have some labeling on the axis. So over here, we need a p to be on the x-axis. So we have here to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Since the 2p will fall on the y-axis, we need to number to 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. Alright, so we need to locate our focus. So our focus here is going to be, since it's at the negative side of the x, so negative b 0. So we have the p to be, so our focus here is negative 4, 0. So the negative 4 is somewhere here, and that is our focus. And the 2p will be the extension to the other axis, the corresponding axis. So we have this place to be negative 4, so we doubled it up. The 2p is 8, so our 8 will come somewhere here. Our 8 will be here, and another 8 will be at this place. Then use this to complete your rectangular box. So we have this focus, and the coordinate is negative 4, 0. Alright, so now that our box is ready, we need to draw the parabola to pass through the vertex of this box. So over here, the parabola, make sure it passes through the point of origin. So we have the parabola passing through, and this is it. And don't forget your directrix. So your directrix is, so x equal to positive 4, and that's where we will get our directrix. So our directrix over here, that is d, and it is of the equation x equal to positive 4. And don't forget the equation that you use to draw the parabola, and it is of this form. So you write it anywhere beside the parabola that you have drawn. So we have y squared equal negative 16x, and that is the equation of that parabola you have sketched here. Alright, so this is the basic way on how you can sketch your parabola. Any parabola related questions, and they ask you to sketch, this is the steps you follow to sketch your parabola. Thank you very much for your time. Please don't forget to follow, comment, like, and share my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel using my name, GH Mathematics Doctor. Thank you very much.